I don't feel safe. Home Affairs sends Makhadzi's producer back to Zimbabwe for overstaying his stay. There has not been a single day's rest since singer and dancer Makhadzi, real name Ndivhudzani Relivhona, announced that she is no longer contracted to label Open Mic Productions. Zimbabwe has since learned that Makhadzi's producer Mr. Brown, real name Linal Siwela, has been sent back to Zimbabwe by Home Affairs for overstaying in the country and not renewing his work permit. Overstaying his welcome. Speaking to Zimbabwe from Harare, the producer who has been with Open Mic Productions for 7 years confirms that he has indeed been sent back home. It's not a big deal, really. I overstayed for a month. I was supposed to renew my work permit but didn't get a chance. I was staying in SA legally. I even have a wife and a child on the way, he says. Mr. Brown says he was stopped at the border gate on returning to SA from Botswana. I went out to Botswana, then on my way back I was stopped. I was alone. My only issue was that the label was supposed to help me to sort the matter in 3 days, but they said it was too costly to pay my lawyer and I was sent back home, he adds. I overstayed and I was then supposed to appeal but I didn't, and that is how I was refused entry back to South Africa, he says. I can come back if I want to anytime, but I am still good here. I am just worried about my wife, who is giving birth this month. Avoiding drama. Mr. Brown says that he is delaying his return on purpose. To be honest, I am avoiding the drama that is currently happening between Makhadzi and Open Mic. I don't want to be seen as taking sides or be caught in the crossfire, so I want to stay in Zim until the dust settles, Mr. Brown says. He adds that he's also in a similar situation as Makhadzi. I also never received my contract from the label since I started. It was initially for 3 years but I stayed for 7 years. I had no reason to leave at the time, I was happy. But I feel it's time for me to grow and start working for myself through my own label. Wanting independence. Mr. Brown says the month he has spent in Zimbabwe has been fruitful and he has done more work than he would have in Mzansi. When in SA, I have too much work. Everyone wants to record an album with me and I never have time to myself. Here I have worked with so many big artists and I have time to focus on me. Mr. Brown says the conflict happening at Open Mic is making him want to quit making music and focus on other business ventures. I really want to quit this music thing. It is stressful. There are too many politics and fights. I don't feel safe anymore. I am getting old and have to take care of my family, and working like this is not good for me, he says. I want out. In all honesty, I want to do my own thing when I want. I still want to work at Open Mic, but I want freedom to work from anywhere and with anyone. Mr. Brown says he loves working with Open Mic and they are not fighting. I just need time to focus on me and for them to protect me in this drama. Mr. Brown says he speaks to Makhadzi and Open Mic management daily. There's no beef, I just realize that I wasted a lot of time focusing on their artists instead of my own growth. He has a tour in the UK in June, July, and August through the label. Hopefully by then, things would have died down, he concludes.